This is another episode of Garage Sale Safari. First we're going to talk about these two awesome mid-century modern Danish modern style chairs. They're not marked but have a great designer look. As you can probably see from the sides, they are in desperate need of a cleaning, have not been cared for well, but the construction and all and the wood quality and everything is so good that they should really come out looking amazing with just a minimum of effort and some Howard's Restore finish and some light steel wool. I did have to go in and fill in a few spots, such as here where jog chewed it a little bit. There's a little bit of a crack along here. I filled in with wood putty also and used walnut wood putty, and a couple of spots like this here too. And then something else on the back of this leg, I think, one of the legs I think too, the back of this leg. And so I filled them in with wood putty and then walnut wood putty, and then what I'm going to use on that is brown boot polish. The Howard's Restore finish won't get it dark enough, but the brown boot polish will make it the same color as the wood, and you'll never know the difference. These are in pretty, I think once they're cleaned up, they're going to look really good. They're probably a very good designer from the look of them, exceptionally well made. Even look at how the wood comes up through here. Exceptional, it's solid wood throughout, comes up through here too. No veneer, nothing like that, just really well made pieces. Have not been cared for exceptionally well, but it doesn't seem to matter a lot because they're really well made. Now what we'll probably do is we'll probably sell them online in this condition, with cleaned up without the pads. Somebody else will probably have some pads made, something like that, and we'll just put them like that. What the nice thing about them being Danish modern like this is they're constructed to be taken apart, and so we can hopefully take them apart down to really small pieces so they'll be easy for shipping too. Anyhow, we'll come back in a few minutes and look at them after they've been cleaned. Okay, we're back. It took longer than I expected to clean them and repair them, but not much. It was about a 40-minute job to do them both, but as you can see, they look immensely better. I filled in the different areas with putty and then sanded it down, like you can probably see on the back of this leg here. Then sanded it down and filled it in with some brown boot polish. A little dry, a little more, probably sanded it again later, but just to show you what it could do. And then hit it with some more brown boot polish, and overall just went over them completely. Nobody cared for them in quite some time, though they're amazingly well made pieces. I mean, if you look at them, the wood is solid wood, and they're very tight, very sturdy construction even still. Amazing pieces. I don't know who the designer is, but they're obviously a designer piece and great looking. And yeah, I paid $30 for the pair. Had to put about 40 minutes worth of work in them, some wood putty, some Howard's Restore finish, some things like that, but they look great. Could not find a maker's mark or anything anywhere, but still you can tell they're obviously really cool pieces, and somebody's going to be stoked to have them, have some pads made for them, and they'll look amazing. This is another really nice little, it's a piece I got today. It is a Mission or Arts and Crafts style rocking chair. Really nice condition. The only real problem with it, as you can see, is I can pull this apart. One of the joints is loose. The glue has come loose in it, so I just put some new glue in. We'll push it back together, and in about an hour that will be as hard as a rock, and it costs $20 for this chair. Really nice little piece. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. I don't think it'll warrant putting it on eBay for shipping. We can try it. The shipping will probably be prohibitive, but what we can do is probably just put it on Craigslist for 75 bucks. It was more fun just to be able to pick it up for 20 bucks because it's a cute little chair, and I wanted to show you what you can do with just a little bit of glue. Oftentimes the joints have come loose, and just because the old glue went bad, got old and just went bad, and so you can just put a little bit of I just use Elmer's wood glue. Yeah, Elmer's wood glue, and I just use some of that, put it in there, and within an hour it's much harder than the wood itself, and it'll be good for another 50 or 100 years. So anyhow, that's another piece we got today that was really cheap just because it needed a slight repair. Okay, here's the next part. We talked about the chairs today. We are also, and how to clean them and how much better they're going to look, on a lot of pieces with just some simple, simple cleaning and maybe real light repairs. The next couple items that we picked up today are both really cool wood blocks, same artist, I can't remember his name now. It's like Shibu Ito. But I will. But anyhow, I just looked him up. I didn't know the artist when I got them. I just thought they had a great look. They were $10 each, and at the same sale, obviously. And they're the same artist, as you can probably tell. And what I did was, I often use the internet as a research tool. I figured they were very good looking pieces, so there's a real good chance that artist might be pretty known. So what I did was I put them on, did Google, and I Googled pagoda and snowfall and woodblock print, Japanese woodblock, and there were a few different images, and this was one of them, and then it told who the artist was. So then I was able to look up his name and then found this one. They are both the same temple. This is the gate of the temple, very famous temple, and then this is a pagoda in the temple, and they're both done obviously in the snow. And I was able to look up different pieces of his that have sold on eBay. Both of these have sold for about $90 each. Not as expensive as a lot of the woodblock prints, but you know, a lot of times you just have to go with it and see which guy they are. They were only $10 each. You can't be an expert in everything. I've had woodblocks go for quite a bit. When I say quite a bit, up into the thousands. But these I will probably figure will get about $70 each, somewhere like that, maybe a bit more. And we will ship them without the frames, obviously, because it'll be cheaper for them too, the buyer. And then what we will do is sell them, and probably sell them for about $70 each. We'll talk about them when they do sell. And that is a little bit about the woodblock prints, but also about how to research them. I often, when I get them and I can't read the names, sometimes, as you can see, they've got the maker's mark down here, his artist's name and things down in here. And so if I can't read, sometimes they're in English. If I can find them in English, then it's really simple. When they're not, I'll often just describe what the picture is and put woodblock print on Google, and often find them that way, and then find out who the artist is. So anyhow, I got these two, $10 each, great looking woodblocks, both from about 1950, from a famous woodblock artist. The other thing I got, different sale completely, but I figured since it was Asian, we'd go along with the Asian theme here. This seems to be it's bronze, incense burner, the lid comes off, you can put incense inside, and then the smoke comes up through the holes. And really a pretty little piece, nice antique. This one was $3, and really a good looking item. As you can see, nice detail and nice old one. And it's hard to put a value on this. A lot's going to depend on who did it, that sort of thing. Again, anytime with art, I always say there's not a lot of difference between a $150 painting and a $50,000 painting, except who signed it. So, the same with any art pieces. It's really who did them that creates the value in a lot of instances. So with this, it's a nice piece. I would say we're going to get at least $25-30 for it, but just wanted to pick it up because it was a really nice, cute little antique bronze incense burner, and I like, old bronze pieces. And so that is Garage Sale Safari for today. Have a great day.